Welcome everyone. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little short 30-minute hatha yoga class. So, comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight. So if you can't sit cross-legged like this, you can sit any way that's comfortable for you, all right? So the breathing is in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. And always try and suspend your breath. Just hold it for a few seconds between the inhale and the exhale, all right? And that's the breath I want you to really focus on. Every breath you take the whole time we're together is long and it's smooth. We move on the exhale, all right? Now, we always start our class with a couple of minutes of pranayama, of breathing, and that's just to settle things down, relax, and connect with your breath. But also I just want you to be aware of how you feel, where you are in your practice. So take it easy, pace yourself, respect your limitations. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it, okay? And if you have issues, different parts of your body that have a little bit of pain, try to work within your pain-free range, all right? If you know something's gonna hurt or, cause you pain, then just back off a bit and just work within your limitations, all right? So that being said, we start our class with a couple minutes of pranayama. So every week, every class I choose a different mudra. So today we're going to sit in Gaya mudra. So index finger, the tip of the index finger represents knowledge and ability. The tip of the thumb represents your ego. So together imparts calm and receptivity, resting palm up. And if you're not interested in doing a mudra, just put your hands on your lap, okay? Now, sitting nice and tall, close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together. Just relax those shoulders, close your eyes, breathe. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Slow things down. And now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind. And to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and lower your anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. And on your next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Let's rub them vigorously. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto the heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more breath. And on the next exhale, let's draw 3 fingers, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Index fingers together. Take a nice big breath. And on the exhale, let's see if we can come up nice and tall. Sitting nice and tall in your sit bones, reach. Now there's always room in everything we do. All the stretches we do, make little adjustments to feel that accommodate your body and where you need to be, all right? Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, with good luck and expansion are activated when together focus your energies on breaking through barriers. For one more breath. Exhale, slowly release the hands, inhale into a back bend. Or just reach up to the ceiling if that feels better for you. Now having the arms over the head, you can also do the same thing with your hands on your hips if that feels better for you. One more breath. Exhale down. Gentle with the shoulders, bring your hands all the way down right in front of you. All right, so from here, I'm just gonna scooch back a little bit. I'm gonna give you a couple of choices for the next stretch. Now, hands onto the floor in front of you. What you can do is either lean forward and just bend the elbows. If you're a little stronger, a little more flexible, you can crawl your hands out as far as you'd like. Now, very important that you keep your back straight, head level with your spine and hinging at the hips, okay? So try not to round your spine and bow your head too much, all right? All right, let's see what we can do. Big breath. Exhale. Just try and find a place that feels good for you. If you want to bow your head just a little for comfort, that's fine. Just don't bow it too much that you actually curl your upper spine. Make little adjustments. This is going to start lengthening the spine, really starting to release all the muscles up and down your back, your shoulders. Just breathe. One more breath. And on the next exhale, slide your hands, switch to the left. Now the weight's on the left thigh, right hip on the floor. Here again, reach with both arms if you'd like. Relax the shoulders. Get a wonderful stretch on the right side of your body, from the shoulder right all the way down into the hip. So like I said earlier, if you're not very flexible, if you're really tight, even at just getting to this position, you can feel the stretch. You don't have to go any further. So that's what I mean about making little adjustments. Some stretches you might be able to go deeper. Maybe some of them you're a little stiff and you can't move very much. That's okay. Let's try the other side. On the next exhale, stay low and shift your body weight. Slide your hands over here. Weights on the right thigh, left hip on the floor, and reach. Just breathe. Try to connect with the breath. Feel that breath. Every breath is long and smooth. Let the breath guide you. And while we're here, let's release the tension we hold in our face. So I want you just to engage all the muscles. Just really scrunch up your face as tight as you can and hold it. And let it go. Release that tension from your face. Let it filter through your body and sink into the mat for one more breath. And on the next exhale, stay low, come to center. Come all the way up. All right. Hands on the lap. Let's roll those shoulders out. Roll them out. If you're a little stiff, just do what you can. Every so often we're going to roll our shoulders out during the class. And hopefully you'll find they get looser and looser. And by rolling out the shoulders, you're starting to increase the circulation in the upper body and also starting to work on releasing some of that tension that you hold in your shoulders and your neck, and also working on reducing that stress level as well. All right, so let's do a seated twist pose from here. So the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind the back. So with the twist pose, we're going to look over the left shoulder, but go very slowly. If you have issues with your back, your spine, don't torque your back. You start slow. And every time you exhale, that's when you decide if I'm going to go a little deeper or if I need to come out of it or stay where I am. All right? Let's try this together. Big breath. Exhale. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. A gentle spinal twist. If you find you want to go deeper, just press on your knee a little bit to the right and I'll give you a little more movement if you need it or if you want to. Now, let's really try and keep our spine nice and strong and flexible and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your spine. One more breath. Exhale. Release, come to center. Very slowly counter pose. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind the back. Take your breath to center. Exhale. Relax those shoulders, your back is straight. The breath is flowing. Even in the twist pose, that breath is the same. And also, twist pose is a really good position to really help massage your internal organs. So when you get into a twist pose, squeeze out all the old blood and toxins deep down inside your body. On the next exhale, let's come back to center. All right. And when you come out of a twist pose, you take that big, beautiful breath. You get fresh blood and oxygen, really stimulating your organs. All the yummy bits deep down inside our bodies. Okay, let's go to another stretch now. Left hand on the floor. I'm going to show you a couple of different variations for this one here. This is where our little block might come in handy. So the deeper version, the one version is elbow on the floor. We're going to reach our right arm to the ceiling, but without the right hip coming off the floor. If you find that's a bit, literally too much of a stretch, take your little block, or if you have a thick book or something like that, and bring the floor up to you. Just do it this way. And if you don't have a block handy, I'll give you another way to do it. Just reach your hand out a little further, bend the elbow, and you can do it that way without your elbow even being on the floor. All right, so let's see what we can do. Left hand in position, right hand on the right knee, straight spine. Let's go. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Now, this one here you can do with your hand on your hip as well. If your arm is up, try to make sure it's lined up with the side of your body and your head, not leaning forward and tilted back. Trying to be aware of our body alignment as best as you can. If you can go a little further, reach, spread those fingers like rays of sunshine. If you need to reposition your arms, go ahead, find the place. Relax, breathe. One more breath. On the next exhale, right hand to right knee, stay in this position with the left elbow or the left arm. And on the exhale, I want you to push away on the right knee, bring the right shoulder a little bit closer to the left knee. You can soften the elbow or keep it straight. And this is a nice stretch for the upper back. And you should feel it all the way down. Just relax into your stretch. You don't have to force your body. You don't have to be aggressive. Ease into it. Do what you can. On the exhale, bend the elbows, stay low. Moving your body slowly, carefully, and very gently. All right, let's go to the other side. So if you're going to use your little block, take it with you. All right, make sure you're comfortable on your sit bones. Roll the shoulders out. Relax. And let's go. Inhale up. And bring yourself right here, right now, right in the moment where nothing matters but how you feel right now, how your body moves, where you are, the position of your body as well, and that breath is number one, it's there. On the exhale, left hand to left knee, and exhale, push away. Slow that breath down. On the next exhale, bend the elbow, come to center, come up. All right, perfect. And at this point, if you want to roll your shoulders out, see if you notice a difference. Maybe they're a little looser now. Okay, and even as I'm talking and demonstrating, keep your breath going. Don't forget to breathe and don't hold your breath. All right, let's loosen up these legs a bit. All right, let's get into our bound angle or our butterfly pose. Now, feet together, make sure there's room between the heel and the groin area. Try to relax your legs. Now this one here, I'll give you two versions. This particular stretch is for the inner thigh, for your pelvic floor groin area. And to release those tight, start working on releasing the tight buttocks, those tight glutes, and a gentle hip opener. So 2 ways to do this one here, depending on how you feel and how your hips feel. If you find this is as far as you need to go or want to go, keep your back straight, just rest your hands on your legs like this and just hang out here and relax and breathe. But if you want to go deeper, hands on the ankles, you can lean forward and gently press on the knees. Now if you're leaning forward, either way you do this, I want your back to stay straight and your neck to be level to your spine. So we're being aware of our posture, all right? Now when you're leaning forward, try not to press down too hard on the knees. Press down gently, but you don't have to ram them down, all right? Focus on leaning forward more. Big breath, and exhale. While you're here, I want you to think about how your knees, your thighs, and your hips feel. There's a little tension there. You can feel it. A little activity. Try to relax them. Focus on the breath. Always come back to the breath. Bring yourself right here. Feel the energy flowing. Starting to release that tension. Starting to feel the relaxation settling in. On the exhale, come up. All right, let's do our little butterfly wings. So hands onto the ankles, or you can hold on to your shins or your calves if you want. What I want you to do is just flutter. That's it. This is fluttering your little butterfly wings. This is a gentle hip opener. Now if your hips are tight, or if you have issues with your hips, you don't have to move very much. A little bit of movement is just fine. If your hips are nice and loose and you've got strong hips, and if you want to flutter your wings a little bit more, absolutely. This is, like I said, really kind of loosening up the hips, kind of lubricating that nice big ball and socket. One more breath. All right, perfect. Now, hands onto the knees, bring them up, and let's open up those legs. Let's finally open the legs up. Okay, now, this is a nice V split. So, toes pointing up to the ceiling, that'll give you a nice calf stretch. This particular stretch here is going to focus on the back of the leg, on the hamstring. Knee as well, and the calf, okay? You're gonna feel it in your lower back as well, but we're focusing on the back of the leg. Now, hands onto the lap. Let me show you this one here. Again, my back stays straight, head is level with my spine. So try not to round your back and kind of, roll your shoulders as best as you can. If you can't straighten your back too much, work with what is good for you, all right? So what we're gonna do here is you're just gonna lean forward. You can keep your hands on your lap, you can keep them on your knees. If you're a little bit stronger or more flexible, you can slide your hands down. If you can reach your toes or your feet, absolutely. All right? So Let's see what we can do together. Big breath. Exhale. Now, while you're in this position, I want you to pay attention to how your knees and your quads feel. They're probably locked up. Let them go. If they're tight, let it go. Try to relax them. Focus on what you're doing, the position that you're working on, your breath. And if you can reach your toes, those of you who can, you get an extra upper back stretch doing that as well. One more breath. Exhale out. Slow and gentle. All right. Now, I want you to bring your legs together. All right. So, we're going to do another nice stretch. This is called a seated fish pose. So this is specifically for your chest, for the pectorals. Really open up the chest, open up the front of the deltoid, front of the shoulder. So, sitting nice and tall again, being aware of your posture, hands beside the hips. Take your breath. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders up, bring them back, slide them down, bring the shoulder blades together very gently. Open up that chest. You can look up to the ceiling if you want. Breathe. And this is a seated fish pose. This, like I said, is just really stretching, releasing the pectorals, opening up the rib cage. Lots of room to breathe. Opening up your heart center. And releasing the chest, getting a stretch into your pectorals is really good for your posture. It will help you with your posture as well. Let's do one more breath. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward, and down. All right. Hands on the lap, let's counter pose. Let's do our little caterpillar. Take your breath. Exhale, slide your hands down slightly, a little bit down your legs. Keep your elbows on your legs and bow your head. That's it. So it's just a gentle counter pose from the fish. So it's going to rest your chest, lengthen your spine, release your back, your upper back. And it's just a nice little gentle little caterpillar. All right. On the exhale, come up slowly. All right. Roll the shoulders out if you need to. All right. So now we're in our staff pose. This is a neutral position as well. Now, sitting nice and tall on your sit bones, aware of your posture again. Back is straight, shoulders relaxed. I'd like you to point your toes. Let's bring the hands out. You can bring them down lower. We're going to focus on the forearm, wrist, hands, and fingers, not so much the shoulders. Fingers are open. Bend at the wrist. Slightly turn out to the baby finger. And breathe. Keep that breath going. Lengthening, stretching, decompressing, uncoiling those tight muscles. The extensor muscles along the top of the forearm, the wrist, the hand, and the fingers. On the exhale, straighten hand palms to ceiling. Now at this point with your feet, I want you to see if you can get your heels off the floor. Right fingertips on the left of the fingertips and gently pull back. Stretching the hand, flexor muscles, everything works together. So as you release and stretch, lengthen the muscles, you're also releasing the tight nerves and the tight blood vessels. And working on joint stability, let's go to this side here. Releasing the tight lymphatic system as well. Just loosening things up, getting a deep oxygenation into those blood vessels, or into the muscles as well. Release, heels on the floor, relax your knees and your thighs. All right, let's work those ankles. So what we're going to do here is just called a plantar flexion. So I just want you to put your hands either along the side of your hips, but if you prefer, you can lean back, relax, all right? So what we're going to do here, you can open up your legs a little bit, is push the foot forward and bring it all the way back. That's it. So we're going to do that 3 times. Plantar flexion, the action of doing that, pushing forward, bringing it back. This is working the ankle, the foot, the toes, but also engaging some lower leg muscles while we're focusing on the ankles. So, sitting nice and tall, let's go. Inhale. Exhale back. Just relax, breathe, smile. You're happy to be here today. Close your eyes. If that helps you focus on your breath and really feel everything, close your eyes if you'd like. And this is the last time I'm bringing it back. Perfect. All right. And relax. Now, let's come back to the hands quickly. Let's do the fingers. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to pull back each finger. Get a nice little stretch on them, okay? So, starting with your thumb, follow the rhythm of the breath. You don't have to crack your knuckles unless they crack all the time anyway. And let's get a deep stretch, releasing the muscles. This is going to help you with lubricating the joints in your fingers. All right. And mobility, range of motion, just by stretching them out. Shoulders are relaxed. You're feeling so calm right now. Find that little place of sanctuary, tranquility on your mat. Just connecting with the breath sometimes is all you need. Slow things down. All right, once you finish with your fingers, we're going to do the fingers and the toes together now. So what I want you to do is I want you to stretch the fingers out, but also the toes as well. Stretch them out and then curl them in. And again, open them up. Really articulate, stretch those toes and fingers and then curl it just into like a claw, and a claw with your toes. Let's do one more. Open them up, stretch them out. Really release those toes and all the muscles in the foot and curl it into a claw. And then relax, just relax. All right, now let's play piano with the toes and the fingers. And now I want you to round the wrists and around the ankles. You can go a little faster if you like, but really move them around. Wiggle those toes around the fingers. Perfect. All right, from here, let's get into our table. Hands and knees. Okay. In my classes, I always provide some little extra padding. If you need it underneath your knees or your wrist, you can use a thin blanket or a thin little towel. Now, table, checking alignment. Ankle to knee, knee to hip. Knees are hip distance apart. Elbows, shoulders, wrists lined up. Head is level with your spine. Let's do some cat and cow. Inhale, head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. Exhale as you arch the back, chin to chest, belly, butt to spine. Keep going all the way up. Lengthening the spine, releasing upper back and lower back. This is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. Also, stimulating digestion and elimination. Let's do one more set. From here, table. All right, from here we're going to get ourselves to downward dog. If you have problems with downward dog, stay in your table, and then we're going to get to mountain from there. Those of you who want to do downward dog, curl the toes, take a breath, exhale up. Downward dog, move your feet back if you have to. Get that tail up nice and high. Back is straight, head is hanging down, shoulders are relaxed. From here, we're going to walk the dog. So inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, as you switch, your body will rock slightly. This is a nice calf stretch. Walk the dog. From here, let's get ourselves up to standing up to mountain. Come up nice and slow so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Perfect. All right, roll it out. Shake out the wrist, shake the legs out. Shake it out. All right. Let's do a few stretches from here. We still have a little bit of time left together. So this is our mountain Tattasana. Feet are nice and anchored, standing tall. Breathe. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, palms to ceiling. Inhale into a gentle back bend. From here, prepare for ragdoll. Take a breath. Exhale, swan dive, hinging at the hips, soften the knees, come down and hang out. Come up halfway if this makes you dizzy. This is a wonderful full body stretch. Keep the knees soft, lengthening the spine, stretching your back muscles, your shoulders, your arms. Breathe. Exhale, come up. Slowly reverse the blood flow and roll the shoulders out. All right, let's get ourselves back onto the floor. We don't have a lot of time, so we can't do too many things. So let's do a few stretches on our back. Come all the way down, nice and slow. Back is nice and grounded, shoulders are relaxed. Keep the knees bent, prepare to give yourself a big hug. On the exhale, bring the knees up, big hug. And I want you to rock from side to side. And this is again lengthening the spine. Give yourself a really nice back massage. Just relax and breathe. Little circles to the left, focus on releasing that tight lower back. And then when you're ready, go to the other side and just roll. Keep that breath going. Knees to center. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall shoulder height. Preparing for a twist pose, take a breath. On the exhale, if you can, drop your knees to the left as you look over the right shoulder. You can straighten your legs a little for comfort if you'd like. Your knees don't necessarily have to touch the floor, just a gentle twist pose. Try to relax. And this again is releasing the spine. One more breath. On the next exhale, bring the knees up very slowly, very carefully. Let's go to the other side. Adjust your shoulders and your neck for comfort. Take your breath. And on the exhale, drop your knees to the right as you look over the left shoulder. One more breath. And on the exhale, slowly come up. All right, I want you to straighten your legs one at a time. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall over your head. And at this point, I want you just to stretch your body out. Fingertips to the tips of your toes. Just lengthen your body. Stretch it out. Feeling heavy and relaxed. Maybe have a little extra little smile. Feel content. One more breath. And on the next exhale, bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling, hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today, resting comfortably in your corpse pose. Just rest and breathe. You know, having a positive attitude, making a commitment, and following through with physically doing something will pay off in the long run. But be patient, whatever you choose to do. You know, put it on your calendar. It's important to have some time for self-care and self-soothing. Whatever you choose, it makes you happy. You know, but a little time for yourself. You know, re-energize, decompress, find a little place where you can turn everything off and just focus on something that makes you feel good. And hopefully it's some kind of a fun activity as well. All right? Very important to find time for yourself. With a clear mind, of course. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Bring life back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. And when you're ready, very slowly, very gently bring yourself back up to our cross-legged Sukhasana position or any seated position at this point that's comfortable for you. All right? Comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace and love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, yeah, all done. That was lovely. I always feel good after a few stretches. It doesn't have to be a long, you know, just a few of them sometimes helps. But in any case, thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that and have a wonderful weekend. Today is Thursday, September 9th. Also, for those of you who come to my classes, everything is wide open now, full schedule. So we have all kinds of fun things to do. And so check it out and come out and come to class. We have some face-to-face connection with a bunch of people. You know, it's a lot of fun. Any case, have a lovely day. Get outside, go play, have some sun on your face, and have a lovely weekend. All right, so thanks again for joining me. My name is Susan. All right.